give her cash, she get the cash, she drop it so fast. She on the pole, she doing the dance. I'm like, mommy, come give me that snatch. I'm like quarterback and she a hike. I don't give a every shot, she rockin' the mic. She got hands, she gon' go out of sight. Take the moon and you rock it or not. She from Melbourne and I tell her she can go get her hair permed. She can go get her nails done. Then with me and my crew, she can run. She can do no backflips. I know she gymnastics. Working money flip like ass. In the air just for practice. She like, oh man, just give me one more chance. Will you come back? I'm like, hell no. I'll be gone to November. I'm not December.
Yo, check. Trying to make it back from the streets when it's safe. Focus on the rap game, not the flow, I got it mastered.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Who Got Game. Happy Monday, happy new week. I hope you're all doing well, staying safe. I'm your host, Jason Zone Fisher. In a few minutes, we'll be joined by the one and only Baron Davis. For right now, you just got to enjoy this beautiful mural over my shoulder of him. He is going to be on his way. And you never know who's going to be stopping by here at Who Got Game, where we talk things all NBA, fantasy basketball, and everything that's in the culture and lifestyle around the world of sports and basketball. And today we are joined by the commissioner of our fantasy basketball league, Trey Edwards, a.k.a. Black Trey. Trey, what's up, man? How you feeling?
What's going on, Jay? Long time no talk.
Hey, it's good to see you, man. Where are you coming from right now?
I'm in Brooklyn, man. You know, still out here in number one in the East spot.
That's right. Hey, talk about basketball. Like, I thought that LA was going to be the capital of the NBA world with the Clippers and the Lakers, but New York is kind of holding it down between the Nets and the Knicks, who are back, baby. They are official. Been on a win streak. Julius Randle has entered the MVP conversation. We got into a debate about that last week. What is the vibe like on the streets as now people are getting vaccinated? The world is opening up, and basketball fans in New York, they got to be loving it right now.
Oh, man, it's a shot boy summer coming up. You know, you got to think about it, man. Everybody's, taking care of their health and trying to do things the right way. But the Knicks, 9 straight. The Nets, chilling comfortably in first.
Yep.
But then also you're in the situation of the Knicks can't beat the Nets. It's crazy.
Are New York basketball fans, you hear more people fired up about the Knicks or the Nets? I mean, the Nets are number one, but the Knicks have come out of nowhere. What are people talking about?
The Nets could win a championship. It's still a Knicks town. We're not changing that. we're not doing that here, man. It's always going to be Knicks forever. People are just loyal. They've been down since day one. You know what I mean? And this is obviously fun to be around when the Knicks are winning because the weather's getting good. People are happy. People are fired up. And Coach Tibbs has those young guys playing really well.
So let me know, like, how did this when KD and Kyrie were free agents, they didn't even consider the Knicks. They went straight to the Nets. What has happened this year with Coach Tibbs and Julius Randle and this foundation, Leon Rose and Worldwide West in the front office setting this up? Is this going to change the future of the Knicks now? Is this going to be a place where free agents say, the Knicks can win now? This is a different culture, a different situation. You think they're going to be able to attract free agents and contend for a title? I mean, right now they're not maybe a serious title contender. They're a playoff team, a surprise team. They're playing incredible basketball, but I don't think anyone's out there claiming they're going to win it all. But if they can get some marquee pieces, who knows what'll happen? Do you think that they've done enough to lay that foundation to attract some top-tier talent in the next year or so?
I honestly don't even think that they're even going to heavily pursue like big names like that. I mean, I think Coach Tibbs did a great job, considering the Big 15. Like, that's their strength. They play together. They like playing with each other, and that's the situation of like down the line. I've seen Knicks fans say like, oh, I can't wait for, Alec Burks to get back. Like, in those situations, you have to like respect it. And I think they play well and they're succeeding this year because they don't have a superstar. Julius Randle is like budding as, the player that he has become. And obviously, Tibbs mentioned like, that Randle kind of reminds him of reminds him of Patrick Ewing during those 90s times. And not just like as far as skill set, but just more so the fiery passion of just work ethic and leadership. And, you know, he's doing a good job. Like, and you know, I mean, you can go down the line. You got Derrick Rose, you got Taj Gibson, you got vets that have proven and went to war with Tibbs. So Tibbs feels comfortable with his guys.
Last week we had Ashley Nicole Moss on, who covers the Knicks and is a big Knicks fan, and she was saying that Julius Randle should be in the MVP conversation. She's not saying he should win, but he should be in that conversation. If you're talking about Steph and you look at the Warriors record, if you're talking about Lillard and you're looking at Portland's record, you should talk about Randle with the Knicks record. What do you think about that? Should Julius Randle be in the conversation for MVP this season?
I see it a lot. You know what I mean? Like, this is nothing that is new. It just hasn't kind of hit that cusp, just because people are still with the question mark, are the Knicks for real? No matter how many games they win, you know what I mean? Like, they're on a 9-game winning streak. Like, yeah. I think that they need the credit. I mean, I started the conversation this past week about Julius Randle potentially being a first team All NBA player, and then you get into the situation of like, nah, this, that, and the third. But it's been so many injuries, and it's been, you know, kind of a scalable situation where I wouldn't be surprised if he's on the outside looking in, you know what I mean? Like, of that 5, but respectively, he should be in a conversation because he is their star, and, you know, they're continue to win basketball games. You know, that's the same thing with Chris Paul. I think that Chris Paul and Julius Randle obviously are very vital to their team's success, and they should be mentioned. But, you know, you look at Jokic, Embiid, you know, guys that have been consistent all year, and it's kind of hard to like acknowledge that.
Well, Randall's got to be all NBA. I don't know if he's first team or not, but he's got to be.
I could see him second or third. You know what I mean? After kind of like sleeping on it a little bit. You know what I mean? Because we were really thinking hard and trying to see as far as position wise and who would actually get the nod. And, you know, most of the big name guys that are kind of like automatically placed in there have missed 15 games or more. And it's going to be interesting as far as the votes, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people would still have LeBron in their, you know, in their situation, but like LeBron's missed, this is going to be 20 games, 19 games so far. So how much do you still vote to give him a first place vote, you know, in those situations? And, you know,
look who is here. Fashionably late as always, but the point god is in the building.
Bart Oatmeal, what up? You on mute, bro?
Let's unmute this man and get him in the conversation. What's up? Welcome, BD.
What's up, man? I was, you know, I got this movie Domino coming out. Cheap plug to me. That's why I'm late.
I need the red carpet invite.
Hey, bro, you know, it's so crazy. I'm making a movie. I made the movie. We distributed the movie. Right, and then kind of find out that my movie come out the same day as Meet the Blacks. Damn, I mean, shit. Yeah, it's all good though.
That's all good. I
wasn't expecting that type of response anyway.
Hey, we gonna support the real.
Come on, man. We gonna support
both. I met the Blacks.
We gonna support both. No, I'm just saying. Come on, we still gonna see it.
So that's why I'm late, because I was like, damn, dude, like. But I was like, hold on, like I wasn't gonna get this much love. Now I probably get a little bit more love, you know, my big bro. But that's an honor. Shout out to Deion Taylor for, you know, because that's a dude I look up to anyway. So it's kind of like, you know, fun for me to be able to do this. But I'm happy to be on the show. What show is this?
For sure. Yeah, you do way too many shows. You don't even know.
What's up? I miss y'all, man.
You've been up to a lot of stuff recently. I want to get into all that. But first, I want to give a special shout out to our friends at Home State. They hooked us up today with some dope tacos, some amazing food. Thank you, our friends over at Home State, a Texas Kitchen. They got multiple locations here in Los Angeles. They also hooked me up with some frozen margaritas. So I'm feeling a little spicy right now. I'm like well lubricated and feeling good for this show. Yeah, that's right. Get that taco. We got the sponsors rolling in. Home State. From a man, the Golden State. That's right. Here we go. So thank you, Home State.
Wait, hold on, man. Let me give him a shout out.
You do it. Get in here. Let's go.
Are we going to have tacos on every show now?
Well, it's Taco Monday in the house. I mean, we do these shows.
Hey,
on shit.
Rebranded SLiC Mondays with tacos.
That's right.
First of all, we in LA and Trey know it's tacos every day.
Every day.
Oh, this is bomb. This is like a breakfast taco.
Oh, yeah, we got breakfast tacos.
Flames, though. Go get you some of that salsa, too, though. Put the sauce on it.
I'll be
We
right
got
back.
good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. BD's about to just go have breakfast now. Great. It backfired a little bit. Thanks, home state. Now BD's gone. He's about to go ham on some tacos. All right, but I did want to catch up with BD. So once he slams that breakfast, we'll ask him a couple questions about what he's been up to, because as you just mentioned, Domino's, this man is involved with so many damn projects. It is hard to keep up with him. So I want to get a lowdown on all that. But Trey, first, update everybody out there on what's new with you, because you got some podcasts that you're doing. You're working on a lot of stuff. Let everyone know what's going on with you.
Oh, man, just continue to do a lot of things, man, and just help and things like that. Growing up the same with Jason Madison still live, Count the Dings, obviously still pumping out mad content for all the people. And then obviously the Athletic, catch me on Deadly Ding, Basket Buds, just continue to do stuff like that. And I got some other stuff coming out too.
Nice. And for the Athletic, you've been covering the Nets this whole season.
Mm-hmm.
What has been, it's been a bit of a roller coaster, a bit of a circus following the Nets this year. There's been a lot of storylines, as many off the court with the players as on the court. What's been one of the things that surprised you most about this year's Nets team?
The way that, the Stay Ready crew, they can plug and play any guy, and, they're ready and playing. So, guys have been able to step up, especially like Landry Shamet. Like, he's been explosive, getting to the rim, finishing, knocking down shots. It's just not all about the big three. Those are the guys that always get the love. But, you got guys like, Blake Griffin coming in, playing the 5, small ball 5, Claxton when he's, actually active and stuff like that. He's contributing. Bruce Brown obviously has been the biggest story, and Jeff Green being youthful. He making that 34 look like 22. He's been slamming everything. Yeah. But they're exciting. They're fun to watch. And then they just added young Mike James. So, and that's a steal, honestly. Like, a lot of people haven't seen Mike James play. He's from Portland. Had some, bounced around the league with Phoenix, short stint, and then he's been, doing his thing in Europe. So now a lot of people are going to get to see him on the second unit, because I don't know if he takes TLC's minutes, but he's going to be a good contributor if they keep him.
The thing about the Nets, a lot of people are down on them, is the big three have only played 3 games together this whole season, with
total of 7.
Total of 7. All 3 of them played together. Okay, so 7 games together. That's not a lot. People are worried about the chemistry, but on the flip side of that coin, you got to think all these role players are getting more minutes, more opportunity to showcase what they can do and to build the confidence in themselves, so that when they are paired with the big three come the postseason, they're ready. They stay ready.
Yeah, in those situations, obviously it's going to be helpful in the playoffs, postseason, especially foul trouble, guys being ready to, be on the floor with certain players, and when their number's called and step up to the, the assignment. But if you look around the league, I don't think anyone has played with a full roster, because everybody's banged up. Yeah, everybody's banged up. Like, nobody's had a full fade. And that's the situation of, like, the Lakers are going to have to, kind of get it together, as far as, like, they haven't played with Drummond. They, you go to the Clippers, Kawhi and them have been out. They haven't been playing with Rondo and stuff like that. So you can trickle down to different squads and just say this, that, and the third. But it's going to be interesting in the playoffs.
It's going to be another bubble experience. You know what I mean? It's going to be different than the bubble. You're still not on schedule. Mm-hmm. Guys have been hurt. Key guys have been hurt. Trades have happened. Key guys have been traded. No one knows who and how and what you're going to get in the playoffs. Super teams have been created through trade. New coach was the super team. You know what I mean? New coach with a, potential championship Eastern Conference team. You got, it's just a lot of narratives, a lot of stories that I feel like we can milk, but it's going to come down to that bubble experience, matchups. Right. You know what I mean? You get the right matchup, and then who's going to be able to grind it out, right? This playoff are going to, just like the bubble, 5, 6 every game. It's going to be very few sweeps, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see it like that. The thing that caught my interest though, BD, I was thinking about the playing game, right? No one's going to want to see the Warriors or the Wizards.
Oh, they're hot right now. Exactly. It's all about momentum. And
That's
those
the thing. And like having a chip on the shoulder for Russ. And then obviously, the thing was, I think Nate Jones mentioned it the other day about what's the difference between the Wizards early on in the season and now. They're defending.
Mm-hmm.
They, it's effort, and guys know what it feels like to win ball games, and now they're getting together. I'm shocked that the Wizards are on the first time since 2001 having an 8-game winning streak. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
And in the same season where they had these long ass losing streaks to start the season too.
Yeah.
It's like you just want to catch them. You hope you caught them on the schedule earlier in the year and you don't have to face them right now because they've figured it out.
Yeah.
And they're playing really well.
They have figured it out. And sometimes like those are the scariest teams, right? Because one, they have nothing to lose, right? Two, it was almost like, we know who we are and we can do something special. You know what I mean? We're a couple key people away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And catching a team like that with two people who can just win you the basketball game. You know what I mean?
I mean, taking from you, the We Believe Warriors, clicking at the right time, chemistry. It's like you just did not want to face you guys in the postseason, and for good reason because you believe. Yeah.
And I like the Russ Bill combination because Bill got all the tools and he a big guard, you know what I mean? But he don't necessarily need the ball all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. But he will allow Russ to play, where Russ played when he played with James on that baseline when he was attacking and things like that. So, it just really shows Russ's versatility when he has another person, you know what I mean? When the other guys figure out how to link those chains, you know what I mean? Because Russ is going to be, Russ and he's going to provide that energy, but Bill's stepping it up and those guys stepping it up on the defensive end, give both of those guys the opportunity to just have their way with you offensively. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Russ just named, Beal just named Eastern Conference Player of the Week, and Russell Westbrook is getting a triple-double every single night, putting up crazy stats, getting it done. We were going to get into all that. BD, how's the tacos? How's Homestay treating you?
Bomb.
Bomb.
I'm hot. I'm hot because I can't get no tacos out here.
Yeah, well, you got to come to L.A., man. You got to come back home. Come to Homestay.
They don't even have the right cheese in New York.
That's right. Yeah, we got it all here. We're hooked up. Thanks again to Homestay for hooking us up today. BD, it's been a minute since we last seen you. You've been all over the place. First, happy belated birthday. Tell us, you've had a lot of birthday celebrations over the last 2 weeks. How was your birthday ringing in another year around the sun?
Shout out to all the fans, family, friends. That shit was fun, bro.
Yeah.
I had a great birthday. I just turned 42.
It's a blessing.
It's a blessing, coming from where we come from, Trey. I still got basketball in my life. My kids are playing Little League baseball and shit. I turn around, be a coach. The only thing, I just got to get in better shape. I think the Drew League coming back. I think that's going to be.
It's official. It's already back.
That's going to be my last time kind of hooping this summer. You know what I mean? So I hope to, make a little money hustling some of these NBA dudes when they get out of season.
Can't wait.
Yeah, I need to buy a Pooh. But it was great, man. And then I went to Minnesota.
Yes, tell us about that. I mean, you're shooting a Hulu show, but also you're there at a historic time in our nation's history.
Yeah, man. So it was like being in Minnesota, with Deluxe shooting a Small Business Revolution. Shout out to Amanda Brinkman, the host. And I was there during the George Floyd verdict. Yep. And then also the Dante Wright funeral.
Man.
And, for me, it was like I'm coming in, you know what I mean, on the plane. I'm coming in on the plane for this Small Business Revolution to celebrate the positivity in the city, right? To celebrate the Black entrepreneurs who, had kids standing outside their establishment saying not Sammy's, right? Not Sammy's Eatery. Right. Not, Taste of Rondo and to feel this history and this culture, right, of a city that reminded me of home.
Yeah.
Right. It's no different than what they did from Compton and Watts and South Central. And it was like, to really come back and to be a part of a show, that really supports, small business and looked in Minnesota, at the same time that this was going on. And all we were doing were like breathing and unearthing like all of this positive energy. And, even the city with the verdict, shout out to just, justice being looked at and justice being served, but also, looking at and saying that it's still, right? It's still like, we're still not there.
Yeah.
Right? We still not there. We still not there as a people. We still not there as a culture. We still not there as a community, right? Because we don't know shit. You know what I mean? And so it's almost like I took the challenge, right? When I was at the Minnesota Spokesman recording, right? The one of the largest to me, but the oldest Black newspapers, and I'm going through articles from the 1950s, and it's reading like today.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what I mean?
That's sad.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that it's sad, bro. I felt like, damn, I could stand here forever, right? Because now we know, right, that the fight is the same all the time, right? And we have the power as a community, as a nation, as a people, you know what I mean? Especially us as Black people, to go back, right? There's nothing wrong with spending a little time reading a fucking book, going back and understand, right? And going back to the hood and understanding, how can we go buy from Elsa's sleep? How can women support lip esteem, right? And it's just the words and the things that we live by, but it's gonna ultimately, bring our community together. You know what I mean? Bring other communities together. And, we all are connected through struggle, through pain, through being underestimated, being underserved, under-resourced, underfunded. So why don't those people come together and start really paying homage to the people who came before them, so we can understand where we are and create that solid foundation? So that was my preach.
Yeah.
And, shout out to Amanda Brinkman. Shout out to Small Business Revolution. Shout out to Minneapolis. Shout out to St. Paul, the city of Rondo. I just had an amazing time on it, and I can't wait to go back. I got my hair cut at Gentleman's Cut, Big Red. So, I'm in the mix, man. I'm all the way in the mix.
You're always in the mix, BD. You're always in the mix. And I'm glad
Mixy BD.
Yeah, that's who you are.
I'm coming to a hood near you. Hey, I'm in
everywhere,
the hood,
man. And
look, I'm not dodging. I'm not ducking.
Hey, come to the city, fool. We're gonna hoop at Dykeman.
Oh yeah, I got to get to Dykeman, dude.
Yeah, man, it's time.
Basketball about to turn up. Basketball got to turn up. But I also wanted to give. I also wanted to send my condolences, to the young dudes from Kentucky who were going into the draft. You know what I mean? It's like, who lost his life?
Yeah.
Young boy Clark.
T. Clark.
Yeah. That shit just hurt. You know what I mean? For so many different reasons, just because you got kids and kids got dreams, and this kid was so close to his dream. I just want to send, love to his family. Also love to, BJ Boston and his family, and just all the other kids that's friends with him. You know what I mean? And let them know that, like, hold your head, hold your dog high. You know what I mean? Like, his life won't be forgotten. He gonna be able to live and play through you. But, we just need, like, these kids been through a whole lot of shit, man. And I just be feeling for them, especially these hoopers, because, we already got like PTSD, anxiety. We need to move around and shit. And so, it's just a lot. It's just been a lot been happening in our nation, in our country, and a lot been happening in hoop and sports. Yeah. And we have been forgetting about, these frontline soldiers who going out there playing and fucking protecting, and the nurses and the doctors and all that shit. We just be forgetting about it. Yeah. And, it's just a lot to deal with. But, just want to send my love to the family, both families, and all the kids out there, and that whole and just the whole basketball community. You know what I mean? Just just love to women's basketball. Everybody, that's what I woke up feeling today. You know what I mean? And now who got game?
The master of the transition. That's right, man. Hey, we got it's been a heavy year in this country, in this world, for so many different reasons, but constant reminders to be grateful, to not take any day for granted, and to live life to the fullest. And BD, you're a perfect example of someone who does that, involved in so many different things. And I do want to give another shout out to another project in your thousands that you're working on that's coming out, I believe later this week, Point Gods. Can you let everyone know a little bit about that?
Oh, shit.
I'm excited about that.
Trey, I got to get you to co-host a couple of these little episodes with me.
Okay.
Trey, I'm going to bring you in. But dog, I get to interview some of the greatest point guards of all time in basketball, not just the NBA, in basketball, right? So it's like in college, dudes who was killer in high school, somebody from Detroit, somebody from Seattle, so you know what I mean? I don't really want to start name dropping, but Isaiah, like D. Will, Rashad Phillips, Yoda, like, it's like I got Earl Watson coming through. I got a bunch of people, Nick Van Exel. It's like all of my favorite point guards, right? I get to talk to them, right? I get to find out, like, what was it like? You know what I mean? Like, and if you could play on another team, like, who would you like to, you know what I mean? Who would you have rocked out with? You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's it's just fun to like give roses to dudes that you played against. Me and D. Will had a fun conversation. Obviously Zeke the legend, that's a 2-part. You know what I mean? Rashad Phillips, just talk about, his, like, who he is and what he brings to the game. And, a lot of times, like, even the young kids, they don't know how cold some of these dudes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be 10 years from now, and they're gonna be looking at D Wade as if he's a game show host and forget how nice he was on the court.
Right.
Hey, because you get nice in your other craft. Yeah, for sure.
We ain't gonna let that happen on the point guard. We're gonna get these roses, people from Bone Collector to Rod Strickland. You know what I mean? And it's like really just talking about, the God-given talent of being a point guard. You know what I mean? And how do you take that and be who you are and lead, you know what I mean? And career paths and stories. And my goal is to like unlock all these little things as their own little mini documentaries. You know what I mean?
I can't wait for that. Basketball.
iHeart, bro. Shout out to iHeart.
Yes, absolutely. The trailer was dope. It's coming out later this week. Cannot wait for that. Basketball is such a brotherhood, but point guards within that brotherhood are a special fraternity because you guys are the leaders of a team. You bring the ball up the court. You bring everyone together when times get tough. There's so much more that goes into being a point guard than just even the basketball community. So I can't wait to hear you have conversations with the people who inspired you and vice versa. It's going to be great. Pumped for that. And speaking of point guards, Black Trey Edwards, you're one as well. Thank you for joining us. I know you got a lot of stuff going on as well. So thank you.
He almost cussed. Hey, did you see that? He almost cussed. You getting comfortable.
Woo, but I caught myself. Margaritas.
Come to SLiC where you can live out your dreams. You feel me?
Yeah. I had 2 spicy margaritas before noon over here at SLiC. We're getting and I'm still not cussing because who knows picking this up. This has got to be for all platforms, baby.
Man, go get that man a can. Slow him down a little bit.
That's right. All right, Trey, get out of here, man. Good seeing you. And he's got a sorry ass fantasy team, but he's out. Okay. Hey, now BD, that's what you've been up to.
Speaking of fantasy,
yes, please.
I'm 9-8.
Yeah, that's whack. You're in the toilet bowl. You're in the toilet bowl, dog.
Here's the thing.
You see that little poop emoji? You could be the best shitty team that we got. You can be the best of the.
No, I'm gonna finish in 9th.
Oh, is that exciting? If you were on an NBA
squad, let me see you.
Oh, second best record in the league. Just won my first round matchup, and I'm taking on Pavy next week. Speaking of which, let's bring Pavy in the house because that's who I'm playing.
That's not Pavy be hating, dog.
What's up, man? What's up?
Going on? You're going
What's up,
down.
man?
What's up, my dog?
What's up, bro?
Miss you, bro.
You I'm losing, Jason?
Yeah,
Miss
you're going
you
down.
too, bro. I'm happy to be back. Happy to be back, man.
Welcome back. I got the second best record in the league. Beatty's over here, you know.
So what's better? What's better, 4th place or 9th place?
Well, I didn't major in math.
Neither.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, great. All right. Well, I'm going for the gold. I'm going for one.
Jason, if you don't win,
Yeah.
you are in the toilet bowl. I'd rather know that my team was shit and I can make excuses than to feel like I had a chance.
Yeah.
And like really be like, yo, I really didn't have a chance. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, here's gold, but it's gold plated. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, that's a great theory. That's a great theory. It's much rather just not stress and come in 9th than come in, 2nd. But I'm going for number 1. I'm still alive. I got hopes alive.
It's gold plated. It's gold plated.
I'm going for gold. I'm going for gold. All right, we're going to get into that in a second. First, I want to introduce something else because, BD, we just caught up what you've been up to, your birthday celebrations all over the country in Minnesota. You got point guards coming out. You want to know what I've been up to? I've been dealing with a fucking headache. Yeah, I swore this time I don't give a shit anymore. I don't care. Watch what I've been up to because 2 weeks ago, I was here at SLiC Studios. And then
oh, my God.
Roll the tape. Roll it.
Oh, my goodness.
See, when he was making the left, I seen the right fender, the right bumper. It was missing a piece. When he was making
That's all you got?
Who's directing this shit?
We may get in trouble for that. You may have more than a headache now.
We got a video.
Hey, don't do my homeboys like that.
Oh my God. Well, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes here with our director, but we'll roll the video in a second.
Are you making accusations?
Producer TPJ, I uploaded the video. It didn't play. I'm going to upload it right now. I'm sorry. My bad.
This is like my
upload it again.
Hey, he low key cut that. It may incriminate you even further.
I don't care. This is crazy.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
The right bumper. It was missing a piece. I'm like, dude, there can't be so many cars. And that's when I saw it.
In a world where cars get hit and run, unfortunately, Jason's own Fisher is a victim of exactly that. A hit and run. This is Who Got Game presents Hit and Run.
All right.
Hey, Jason, bro.
What's up?
Yo, you got an Audi, right?
Yep.
I think somebody smacked your car, bro.
What?
I'm for real, bro. I think somebody smacked your car outside, bro.
Hit and run?
So, as you know, 2 weeks ago, my car got hit in a hit and run situation just minutes before we were about to go live right outside of SLiC Studios. And since then, I have turned into a modern day Sherlock Holmes. I have cracked the case. I've checked the tape. I got the surveillance footage. So, as you know, 2 weeks ago, my car got his license plate. And now my car is getting fixed and the headache continues, but you can't play that on me. I'm gonna find you. Here's how it went down.
A blue Nissan 4-door sedan, Maxima or Altima, basically hit it, backed up, and then took off.
Now look at the same rims.
Same rims?
Yes, same rims.
That's a Nissan Maxima.
Same rims. And look at it. It's impacted on the left front. It's sit right there.
Hey.
We found you.
Pero ese le hace falta un pedazo. Ese no.
Okay. No, the head is on the other side.
Oh, on the other side.
The head is on the other side. It's just the guy was there, so I couldn't take a picture of it.
Right.
But he's missing the piece of bumper on the other side. He has the piece of bumper.
Okay. That's it. Yeah. That's it. That's the car.
Yeah. You see, it's impacted right here. Yeah. On the left front, that's impacted right there. It's the same rim.
Yeah, it's the same car.
That's the same car.
It is because look at the grill.
Yeah.
The grill is
I just
circle.
talked to him and I said he was gonna be within the next hour.
Yeah, it's the same car. And the lights too.
Well, as you can see, I've turned into True Detective Season 4. Ben and I have cracked the case and we found the blue Nissan. You don't play that shit on me. I'm gonna hunt you down. That's right, you got another thing coming. Hit and run? I don't think so. You better run, because I'm gonna hit your ass. Yeah. like my Oscar speech?
Hey, that
Hell
was
yeah.
that
I
was
want to know.
that was incredible. That was incredible detective work, bro. Like
Thank
you should get hired by somebody. Like you should be a private investigator. Honestly, I would hire you.
I would hire you too.
I agree. You guys got it. Anyone out there watching this right now? You've been in hit and run accidents? Call me. Screw Jacob and Ronnie. Call me. All right. I'm your guy now. That's right. This is what happens. So my car.
So here's my question.
Yeah.
Are you gonna tell us what happened? Because you didn't really tell it. You say you found the car.
Yeah.
What did you set the car on fire?
So well, I can't incriminate myself with that. I can't tell you what I did. But
I would have burned it. I would have burned that shit. I'd have burned this car. I'd have found it and burned this shit.
BD. What are you doing later tonight when it gets dark out? Find me, man. All right.
Burn that shit up.
Yeah, but I need you. I need some cover. Okay, let's go. If this blue Nissan catches fire tonight, I'm so screwed. Okay.
You sent the order. Don't follow hit, man.
Yeah, I am calling the hit out live on Twitch. Please, legal disclaimer. It's
like 10 blue Nissans have been set on fire. It's like it's like he ain't tell me which one. He ain't tell me which one. He said a blue Nissan. I said, oh shit.
Oh shit! All the blue Nissans in LA are up in flames. Yeah. So LAPD won't do shit. They told me they are undermanned and understaffed, and I was not hurt in that, thankfully. So because I was not hurt, they don't care. So I had to take matters into my own hands. And insurance, they want their money, so they're going after this guy. And he's got a surprise coming because his insurance company hit him up and was like, "Oh, looks like you hit somebody." And he was like, "Whoa, who, me?" And he's paying for this. My car's being fixed by Ben, the guy you saw in the video, who helped me track this guy down and found it.
Shout out to Ben. What's the name of Ben? What a small business.
Yes, AutoFix Collision Center. Thank you, Ben.
AutoFix Collision Center.
That's right. Ben. Our next sponsor.
We
support. They will hook you up if you're an offender bender. Just tell Ben Jason sent you. That's right.
And he will help you find.
Not only will he fix your car, he will hunt down the people and find them like he did. He personally found this car. He chased them down, got the license plate, and then we matched the video. We found it. And if you ever do a hit and run, when you flee the scene, make sure you didn't leave behind a piece of your bumper, because I got a piece of this blue Nissan's bumper, and that was the missing puzzle piece. That's how we found it.
And we're going to NFT that for the championship of Who Got Game.
I like that.
If you win it.
They get the blue Nissan bumper. We'll turn that thing into a trophy. Yeah. Okay. I like it. We're thinking on the same wavelength here. Okay.
Bring that into the office, dude. Let me put that in the arts and crafts room. I'm gonna turn that into a nice trophy.
Okay, I like it. BD's gonna sign that thing. It's gonna be nice. We'll put a logo on that blue Nissan bumper, and then we're gonna hit up the guy. Got the license plate, the blue Nissan. Like, yeah, we got your bumper, bitch. It's a trophy now. We're putting this on my wall. Yes,
it's gonna be worth more than the Nissan.
Yeah, and then exactly, we're gonna sell this thing for $1 million and buy that blue Nissan back, and then we'll burn it on fire because we own it.
It actually is a great piece of
our 10-year anniversary.
Yeah,
we're gonna put the blue Nissan bumper up for auction in another NFT that will allow the 10-year anniversary, because we only have so many people that follow us. So one of these people are gonna be the lucky winners, right? Because when this shit is like when we 10 years in, holy mackerel, you know what I mean? Imagine the value of that bumper.
This is true.
Yeah, we're playing the long game with
landmark.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like you should make a remix to pull up to my bumper.
Well, you gotta lay down the
and that should be a part of the
for sure. I think actually instead of a trophy, we're gonna turn that bumper into like the WWE Championship belt. And that will be our championship belt trophy. I'm gonna wear that. Yeah. I'm rocking it. That is fashionable now. I'm rocking.
Can we have a Who Got Game like WWE main event at SLiC Studios?
Yep.
And whoever wants to test out their wrestling skills, you know what I mean? That would be cool. And I was also thinking that for the Who Got Game championship party, that we can have like a big glove boxing event. You know what I mean? So people can like settle their beefs here.
Oh,
but you can use boxing gloves so it don't really hurt.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
As long as you get that, because I've been talking a lot of trash about your fantasy team.
Nate Robinson
out one punch. Okay, yeah, we got that. We can do that. I like that. Well, big things coming at SLiC. Clearly, nice. Let's talk a little basketball real quick here. We're talking fantasy hoops. Pavy, I'm taking you on in the fantasy playoffs. Do you want to put a little side bet, a little side wager on this? Because
what you want to do? What you want to do? Name it.
Lunch. What do you want?
Lunch.
I provided lunch today already. Look at me. I'm a giving man. Home state.
Lunch.
Lunch.
The loser has to provide lunch next week for the other person.
The loser has to do 100 push-ups, and the winner gets 15 seconds to spray them with a water hose.
I like that too. I want lunch as well because
let's do lunch
push-ups, but I also want to eat while he's doing it. I want to eat a cheeseburger while I'm watching him do those push-ups, and I'm spraying him with a water hose. That's sort of my vision. You got that, Patty?
How you? Whoa!
It's today's day and time. A water hose.
All right. Yeah. No, I'm not doing that. Actually, I'm not spraying. Yeah. Good call. All right. Thank you.
Why?
I think it's your back.
Yeah, water hose is definitely like wrong.
Yeah, that ain't good. But
NA.
I'll be to that kind of bad.
Producer came in to save me there. Okay, but lunch and
lunch and push-ups. We can
All right, good.
Push-ups.
Yeah.
You guys should bet like a howling dog.
What's a howling dog?
What is that?
Basically, like if Jason be like, "Yo, Pavi," then you gotta go. So like say you're at a restaurant and like Pavi talking and you like, man, I'm tired of this food talking. Hey, Pavi, let me get one of them. You gotta do that shit loud as fuck.
Just on command, howling dog, wherever.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I can get down with that.
You should bet 10 howling dogs.
10 howling dogs.
10 howling dogs.
10 howling dogs, 1 lunch, and 100 push-ups. Deal?
This is a lot, but okay. Deal. It's a lot, but deal.
That's not a lot. Damn.
It's gonna be a lot.
Push-ups ain't a lot, dog.
You got Steph Curry on your squad. He's balling right now. He's balling.
He is balling. He's balling.
Right game and sleeper.
He balling. He almost lost me last week because I played in the one game he did ball. But it's all love. Shout out, Steph.
All right, so your team is anchored by Steph Curry, who's on fire right now. I'm anchored by this season's MVP, Nikola Jokic, who's on my squad. I also got the player of the week, Bradley Beal, and Jason Tatum on my squad. They're representing. I'm pretty deep. I got a deep team. You're top heavy. I don't know if you have.
Let me see the teams. Let me see the roster.
Check this out.
I'll be the judge of this.
Yeah, you be the judge. Who do you think's going to win this matchup? We'll take a look at my squad. Here's my team. We got Fred VanVleet, who's back, Bradley Beal, Terry Rozier. Scary Terry's been balling. Jason Tatum, Jokic. Now Mitchell Robinson's out, but Jared Allen's playing well. Draymond Green. Mason Plumlee is playing pretty well. John Wall, Sadiq Bey. Draymond's getting crazy assists for me.
Yeah, you got a squad, bro. Your team crazy.
You got a dope squad. Let me see Pavi's team.
And here's Pavi. Curry and Morant, talk about point guys. LeVert, Jeremy Grant, Embiid, Christian Wood, Mo Bamba, Joe Harris, not
Kevin
bad.
Porter, Beasley be balling.
Yeah, but not
Beasley
right now.
Been hurt though. Yeah, he hurt.
They're done.
Honestly, my secret weapon the last 2 weeks, low key been Mo Bamba.
Yeah, exactly.
Low key been Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba's low key giving me like 20 fantasy points each time I play him.
All right, BD, impartial judge. Well, what do you think? Those two squads head to head.
I need to see Pavi's squad again.
Let's see Pavi's squad one more time.
Yeah, I don't. Is LeVert back?
LeVert is back.
Yeah, he back.
Wood is playing. Yeah. Hayward's out. Beasley's out. Porter's out.
I just got injuries. But you only need, 7? So I got 7 guys, I'm good.
You only need 7 and to pick the right game.
Yep.
Exactly.
Let me see Jason's again.
Roll it. And instead of Mitchell Robinson, I got Robert Williams, Time Lord in Boston.
Okay. I'm going to go with Jason on this one.
Start working on those Patty.
It's going to be a battle. It's going to be a battle, though.
I want Patty to lose anyway because he put me out the playoffs.
I did put you out the playoffs.
He wants a little revenge.
And then what happened to TP? Did he ever? Where is he? Did he make the playoffs?
Oh, that's
I
toilet
think
bowl.
you beat him last week in the toilet bowl. Yeah,
you did.
Oh,
because TP first pick hurt. Because TP first pick Donovan Mitchell.
His
first pick Donovan.
His first pick Donovan Mitchell was hurt.
Rough. Yep. All right.
We got a special guest. Oh, we got a special guest.
Who's coming in?
Young Pooh Jenna.
Pooh. What's up, Pooh?
What's good, bro?
Put him in the mic, BD.
Huh?
I'm around the corner from you right now. I'm about to pull up.
Pull up. Oh, burn up.
Whoa!
Hey. We lied for real.
Pooh Jetter's about to join. You never know who's going to pull up.
Pull in. All right, pull up.
Okay. Pooh Jetter will be here in a moment.
Lord have mercy.
That's good stuff. You never know who's going to roll up or FaceTime BD and just say, I'm coming right now. That's a good example. That's right. That's that. He heard that Home State hooked us up with some free lunch, so he wants to come down, get some tacos too. Let's talk a little NBA right now before Pooh gets here. We talked of fantasy basketball and our matchups and where we're at right now, but there's been a lot of guys back from injury over the last week. Anthony Davis has made his return to the Lakers. Kevin Durant played yesterday. He's back for Brooklyn. We got Jaren Jackson Jr. made his regular season debut, and LaMelo Ball as well. LaMelo Ball is going to be coming back as well. Pretty exciting stuff. It seems like guys are getting healthy, but at the same time, some guys are going out. Trae Young sprained his ankle pretty bad, is out a couple of weeks. James Harden is just out indefinitely, and Donovan Mitchell, as TPJ knows, a bad ankle sprain as well. He's out for an extended period of time. There's been a lot of injuries this year. You can see that graphic there with Harden out and Trae Young. BD, we were talking about the Nets earlier, that they've only had 7 games this season with their big three with Kyrie, KD, and Harden. How much do you think that's going to impact them come the playoffs? Is chemistry going to be an issue, or they're going to be straight?
Players play. Ball is ball.
Yep.
Win, lose it all if you can't win it all. That was freestyle, bro. That was hard. That was the thing for the Brooklyn Nets.
Can we get a beat?
I feel like if they play defense, right, a little defense. If they play a little defense, right, they have the ability. They have the advantage at the positions that they need the advantage at to be able to get through the Eastern Conference. So when you look at the guards, they have 2 of the most dominant guards, KD, and when you look at the teams that would challenge them, those are specialty positions and scoring positions outside of, a Giannis or a Philly, right?
Yep.
But that's their main source. You know what I mean? And so, you have Drew Gooden, who's incredible. You have Chris Middleton. So they have one of each.
Right.
But what Brooklyn has is kind of like Blake can get in the way of a Giannis. You know what I mean? So a 17 points from Blake versus 30-some points from Giannis is, to me, a wash.
I feel you. Because you expect Giannis is 30.
Yeah, so the dominance happens at the guard, small forward on the perimeter. And if they can pick up on the perimeter and lock down, they got a chance to win.
So you're not worried at all about chemistry for a squad like that? It's feeling good. You don't think the fact that they haven't all put together helps?
God damn. What kind of hot sauce was that? Oh my gosh.
Home State,
Shout
bringing
out
the heat.
to Home State bringing the heat.
Yeah.
Woo, shit.
Woo. That's right. Heat it up. That's
Like 3 peppers get like caught. Oh man.
Yo, you struggling right now.
Burning.
It's tough. It's tough to eat tacos while you are doing a show. It's not easy.
I don't know why I did that shit.
But hey,
whew.
Players play, ballers ball.
We need a sponsorship by Truff Hot Sauce. Hit us up. We come to the set. We live.
Okay, right now. Let's see if we can get that sponsor before this show is over, too. Hit up Truff right now.
Hit up Truff. Somebody at Truff, tell them, come to the set. We live. We live right now.
That's right. We're going down. All right. Well, let's take a look at the NBA standings real quick. The Eastern and Western Conference. There you go. You got Utah, Phoenix, the Clippers, Denver, the top 4 seeds in the West with the Lakers and Dallas. And then Portland, Memphis, all these teams real close. San Antonio, the Warriors coming up. I remember, keep in mind, teams 6, 7, 8, 9 are all and 10 are all in this play-in tournament this year.
Let me say that one more time.
Teams really want to get in those top 6. Let's take one more look at the standings. You want to be in the top 6.
What our graphics do? He just be zooming through these graphics, man.
Yeah, they go fast.
He must love your face, bro. You know what I mean? Because just leave the graphics up. They like our voice too.
Right. Yes, exactly. Exactly.
I don't know. Whoever's producing this must have lost last week.
For sure.
Yeah. Where is he?
Oh, yeah. Mean mugging.
He hot. Hot. He lost. Remember all that shit he was talking? Okay, back to our current NBA standings.
All right, back to the standings. TPJ, enough of our faces. All right, BD and Pabby, which of these squads in the bottom half is still in playoff contention? In the
Y'all
East
know my answer.
Would you fear the most? I'm talking from like Dallas down in the West and from Boston down in the East. These teams that are jockeying for that final guaranteed playoff spot versus the play-in. What teams should you be most fearful in that play-in tournament of? BD, Pabby, what do you guys think?
Well, if I'm looking at the East, which he just removed the board, but I'm thinking Miami, and Boston, right? Because one, Miami was in the championship, if I'm not mistaken, last year.
That is correct. Yes.
Lakers, baby. We ain't worried about none of that. And so Miami championship team last year, and they've had some injuries, but I think that they upgraded from where they were last year. So when things settle down and you gotta win, 4 games out of 7, they'll be tough to beat. And then Boston to me is a mystery because they seem to really align themselves on the perimeter, but forget how to stabilize themselves in the inside. And so I don't fear Boston as much as I would like, and I don't favor them as much as I would like. But I think if Charlotte, if LaMelo Ball can come back and he can get healthy, they got just a bunch of game players, and you look at Miles Bridges and these young guys they're starting to get that confidence and come in into their own, so I would say Miami and Charlotte. And then in the West, nobody wants to see the Lakers. Even though Portland is sliding, we know that there's a playoff game. And then if Golden State, that's a whole nother thing. I think Golden State is a playoff team. As they continue to push, I think they may slide into the 6 or 7 position, maybe even the 3 or the 4 or the 2. I don't really know the standings, but and I don't know how many games they got left. But I just feel like Golden State is a bona fide playoff team, and as we come down the stretch, I think that they're going to be able to, strike some fear, a Denver or a Utah. They don't want to see Golden State. It's going to be a bad matchup for them.
Yeah, they've been hot recently too. I mean, Steph has been on fire, lights out, 85 threes this month, which is an NBA record. It's just nuts.
But all the other guys are playing well too. And
Draymond distributing. Yeah. Talk about him as a point guard. I mean, this guy is a small forward who plays point guard. He had 18 assists the other night. I mean, he just is a ball handler. He's not worried about getting his shot. He's worried about feeding.
What are you talking about, dude?
What do you mean what I'm talking about?
I am crying.
Draymond Green.
I am crying.
Hey, he is their point guard.
I am crying.
Hey, bro,
he's their point guard.
I am crying.
Hey, bro.
What?
We got it.
What is this? What is this? The man is averaging how many assists per game? He's on my fantasy squad. I know. I'm following him every night. He's getting double-digit assists, leading the team.
Pavi, I want you to win for him making that comment.
Oh, my God.
Doug,
we're going to I'm wrong.
We should tweet this out. Somebody who's ever watching, please tweet out that Jason Zone has said that Draymond Green is a point guard and an incredible ball handler.
Well, I'm one distributor.
You said incredible ball handler?
Yes. Did you not hear that?
We got to roll the tape back.
I heard point guard. I didn't hear incredible ball handler.
No, he said it right after that.
Well, I meant distributor.
He's been doing some incredible ball handling.
But hey, one point guard. I'm going to give you
Draymond Green is a point forward.
Yeah, it's a point forward for sure.
Yeah, it's not a point guard. It's different. You know what I mean? We haven't coined what the point forward guards are.
Well,
we haven't come up with that.
You got to
what I mean?
Podcast point forward. Pay it forward, point forward with Draymond
Green. With Draymond Green.
On Zoom. Pay it forward. With the point forward,
he ain't gonna do it because you called him a point guard.
He's a distributor. Well, I'm trying for the cross promotion for you. That's all. I'm just looking for those plugs. But the man can distribute.
Steph Curry is a point guard.
Yes, but he is.
Oh my God! Did you say yes? But
yeah, I said yes,
what's wrong with you, dude?
He's a shooter.
Steph. Oh my goodness.
He's more than a shooter. I used to say that, but he's much more than a shooter. He's much more than a shooter.
Steph Curry is a point guard.
Sure.
If I could just say
Sure. Okay. But Draymond Green is a point guard.
Yeah, I mean, on that team, he is their distributor. He's their distributor.
Oh my God! Get him off of the show. Get him off. This must be your dude. This must be your show.
Now, did I say ball handler?
Yes, I agree with that. Lamar Odom was a great ball handler.
Yes. Draymond Green. You tried to cover it up and say a distributor. Yeah. Draymond Green is actually just a good lead forward. He's a good basketball player.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
He is a good basketball player. Draymond Green, right, is a player. I like to say a player. You know what I mean? He makes plays.
Yeah.
When you say playmaker, that is different.
He is a playmaker.
Right? No, James.
How is he not?
James Harden is a playmaker, bro. You cannot.
He is the lead distributor on that team.
Yeah, he's a player. He's an incredible player. I would say he's a point player. You know what I mean? He's a lead player. Like Draymond Green, it's hard to define somebody like him because he's so good at what he does. You know what I mean? It's like the ultimate glue guy. But you cannot call him a point guard, bro. You just cannot do that and then say sure when I say Steph Curry is a point guard. What the fuck, yo? Like, you must be drunk on the margaritas, dude.
I am feeling pretty good on these margaritas.
Oh, my God.
No, I am.
All right. Help him.
Pappy, let's go to you. Let's take me off the hot seat. Let's put you on it. Let's look at those standings again and tell me which team in the East and the West in the bottom half should be most feared in that play-in tournament.
If we're talking about just in the play-in tournament, obviously because the play-in tournament is different from the playoffs. If we're talking about 7-game series, that's something different. But one of the teams that I mentioned earlier in the year, and everybody got on me for, is Washington. I think if we're just playing a play,
no, we did not. You said you were. You said
I like watching them play.
You said they got Bradley Beal, Russell Westbrook, Raul Neto.
I like watching them play.
What are you most looking forward to in the second half of the NBA season?
Yeah, you said Raul Neto.
No.
You said Raul Neto in that.
No. Yes, bro. I did say it in that, but I said the Washington Wizards. I said the Washington Wizards, but
he said Raul Neto.
No. Jason, I'm gonna kill you, dude.
But
Jason, you know what? I'm not. Don't call me to set that blue Nissan on fire, dude.
Oh, bro, I need you, man. I need some cover.
Go ahead, Paul.
But if we talk about just 2 out of 3 games, I mean, you talking about Russ and Bradley Beal, who realistically could put up 80 points, 20 assists. They could put up basically half a team's stats just between those two people. Like that's a lot to handle. If we just talk about a play-in game, those 2 guys can get hot. I think that's a team that you wouldn't want to see. Also, the Warriors. I wouldn't want to face the Warriors if I just got to play the Warriors. If they just got to win 2 games and I'm Portland or somebody like that, I wouldn't want to play the Warriors. Step out that average 40. Draymond turning the 2019 West Conference Finals. Draymond, Wiggins start playing great defense. I wouldn't want to play that team. So if we talking about just the play-in, those 2 teams I would really want to stay away from. Especially a team like Miami who hasn't really played together too much since. I know we're missing all these trades, but they haven't really played together since they made these deals. So those 2 teams.
Why are you talking so fast, dude?
I'm talking fast. I just talk fast, bro.
Like, dude, you think we? This is not ESPN. Come on, Paul.
I just talk fast, bro.
Bro, you was like, I was trying to follow what you were saying. You know what I mean? And I felt like we were kicking to you on like an ESPN.
He's got hot sauce in his throat, and he just
talk fast, bro.
He's just spitting fire.
Talk fast, bro.
Yeah,
I talk fast.
Yeah, he
was into it. He was trying to defend the Raul Neto.
Right.
No, but that's a good point, though. I mean, I like the point. I obviously like the points my young dog make, because nobody wants to play against dudes that can like win. Like that's half of what you're getting out of 3 or 4 players.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's like the same. Go ahead.
What about Memphis? Memphis last year was a team that was going to be a playoff team. They were disappointing at the end of the bubble and that playing situation. They had a really tough schedule. Broke against them, but they just got Jaren Jackson Jr. back, their second best player. Hadn't played all season. He's played a couple games and looks good already in limited minutes. Jonas Valanciunas is playing the best basketball of his career, and Ja Morant has become a bona fide superstar already. He is getting it done. Talk about point guard. I think we'll all agree that Ja Morant is a future point guard in this league for sure. Should teams be worried about Memphis having a chip on their shoulder, young guys, deep team, and that they felt they were a playoff team last year, didn't get to prove it, and they got another chance right now to do it?
I mean,
your way. What do you think?
I mean, Memphis is a solid basketball team. Like they play hard. You pretty much know what you're gonna get from Memphis every time. They're gonna play hard. They're gonna defend. Ja will try some or whatever. And Jonas is low key like the unsung hero of that team. He goes out there every night, gives you about 16 points, 10 boards, possibly 1 or 2 blocks as well. But if we're talking about teams you should fear the most, no, I don't think that. If I look at just the 7 to 10, that's the team that you should fear the most. But I mean, obviously, if you walk into Memphis, it's not like you getting the East and out of basketball.
Yeah, it's tricky. You know what I mean? It's tricky. They need luck to win out on their side.
Mm-hmm.
Usually down the stretch, young teams are on the opposite end of the luck, and usually they slide. Right, which is what happened to them last year, right? Yep. And so how they handle adversity, how many games are left?
We got about 13 games or so, 12,
right.
14 games, something like that.
Yeah, that's why I think Golden State is just a bona fide playoff team, right?
Yeah.
Because I think some of these teams, Portland is sliding. I also think, I'm not sure if Dallas is playing the best basketball that they could be playing right now. But Dallas has luck, you know what I mean, on their side because they have a dude who can create lucky shit, and which makes superstars, you know what I mean? But I think that for Memphis, they're gonna have to win the old-fashioned way, right? They're gonna have to work, and they're gonna have to really grind. And I think their mental capacity, their maturity, and getting Jaren Jackson Jr. back at this time can be enough to get them over the hump. But they're gonna have to win, 9 out of these next 13 games, right? You can't go, you can't be 6-6, right? You can't be 6-6. You can't be, anywhere around, playing even basketball. They're going to have to go on a run. And then most importantly, they're going to have to defend against complacency, right? Falling into complacency. And if they lose, right? If somebody hits a buzzer beater, right? How do you recover and bounce back for the next game? And so I think that's going to be their biggest and ultimate challenge heading down the stretch.
I saw a comment say
Let's talk about the Clippers.
You saw that.
I want to talk about the Clippers. I want to talk about the Clippers.
Yeah, let's talk about the Clippers because this team, every week, I'm frustrated by them because they're like Jekyll and Hyde. They're two different squads. They look like an NBA champion some weeks, and then they look like pretenders some weeks. They let you down. They're inconsistent. They've been playing really good basketball lately, though. Paul George is playing with a chip on his shoulder, playing incredible basketball. Kawhi's been out. Do you think they could win it all? I mean, that's what they're playing for. Kawhi's going to be a free agent at the end of this season. They need to show that they can. I mean, they're here to win it all. Fun guy. I'm wearing the Kawhi shirt right now. What do you think, PD?
I think Ibaka helps.
Yeah.
I still think that they're a jump shooting team. You know what I mean? That's not a great jump shooting team with lack of playmakers.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Kawhi, he can make shots. He's incredible two-way defender. Paul George, he can make shots. But Rondo is a playmaker.
Yeah.
But they still lack playmakers, right? They still lack playmakers. They got people who can make plays for themselves and get theirs off. And if they get hot, they get hot. I think the Clippers' main thing is going to be defense, right? Are they going to be the Detroit Pistons of 2000? I think it was 4 or something like that.
04.
The 04 Pistons. Are they going to be the Bad Boys Pistons? Are they going to be the San Antonio Spurs?
Yep.
Right. So that needs to be their identity. I do not think that the Clippers can win a championship and go far in the playoffs playing like everyone else. They do not have the DNA. They do not have the makeup. And I think they need to be coaching and playing towards their strong suit. Defense, right? Because they have and to Jason's point, right? The Jekyll and Hyde is they have not claimed anything, right?
Yeah.
And they keep trying to use the offense and their offense to claim that they belong in this greater conversation of high-octane teams, right? That is not their fucking brand, right? You're not going to be the Lakers. Right?
Yeah.
The Lakers is defensive oriented, right? The Lakers are defensive oriented, right? The Clippers have the best defensive team in the league, right? And when you show up to a Clipper game, the last thing you're thinking about is like, oh, we about to get defended tonight.
But it should be. It should be. Why not? When you got Kawhi Leonard, when you have Paul George, when you got Marcus,
you get up 20 points, 30 points, 20-some points, and then you can't get a fucking stop.
I know. It's crazy. They've got great defenders.
Well. I thought before, which is the one thing I'm happy about, even when everybody's like, yo, they need a point guard. Yes, I did agree, but I thought that point guard needs to be able to defend because I'm with BD. Like, I covered the team. I done sat there for 2 years. I done watched people, if you were a guard and you any kind of good, I watch people come in there consistently and cook them consistently. And when you look at the pieces that they have, you would think, like, I remember when the team got put together, I was like, they're going to be like the 96 Bulls on defense. This is going to be one of the best defensive teams ever. And I'm with you. Like, yes, they do shoot. Like, yes, they do have the best offensive rating in the league. They also technically lead in three-point shooting, but I don't actually believe it. Like, I don't actually believe that they actually shoot that well, and that could all really go wrong. The only thing that – go ahead.
No, go ahead.
The only thing that gives me real confidence in this team now is that now they actually are 11th in defense. I think earlier in the season they were 17th. Now they were 24 before that, but they're now actually 11th in defense. And since the All-Star break, they have been a little bit better defensively. But I'm with BD. My main thing with the Clippers for 2 years has been defense.
Man, it's like, man, they gotta stop being cute, man.
Yeah.
They gotta play some ugly basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They gotta play some everybody on the Clippers team, right, is known in their starting five is known for what?
Defense.
How did they come into the league?
Defenders.
Every fucking person.
Right.
I'm with you.
Every person.
Yeah.
And not just defenders, but what?
All world defenders.
All league defenders.
Yeah. Pat Beverly, Kawhi.
Yeah, come on, man.
For sure.
Like your whole team then probably had 20 all defensive selections in total.
And y'all 11th?
Yeah, that's not y'all supposed to be top 2, top 3. And I just don't. So that's my thing with the Clippers. But we'll see.
And then my other thing with the Clippers is they have no athleticism.
Yeah.
Where Pav go? We was rocking.
Damn. I think we got another
guy
right now
in
a moment. But Pavy, before you get out of here, Pavy, I just want to say we got this.
Am I lying though, Pav?
What? No, you're not. You're not.
They have no athleticism, bro.
It's like
it is mind-boggling.
When you watch them play young teams, they don't have really any transition players on the team at all. So
can I get the Clipper GM job? Who's the GM of the Clippers?
I think Lawrence.
Come on, dog. Let me get that.
Yeah,
Let me get that, bro. So
talk to D Brown's in the front office. Your boy,
what?
He's in the front office.
D Brown, Reebok D Brown?
Yeah, Reebok D Brown.
Man,
he's in the front office. I think he's head of player development or something.
Man, I ain't gonna get me close to no goddamn GM position.
Hey, it's Lawrence Frank is in the front office. You're
Lawrence Frank. That's a job I want. Shit, or he better hire me.
Yeah.
What is he doing, bro?
I think the GM, Michael Winger, I think is the GM. He came from OKC.
Lord have mercy.
They got a deep. Hey, joining us real quick is Pooh Jetter is about to hop in. Pavy is already working on those push-ups for next week after our fantasy basketball matchup, and I'm thinking about what I want him to order for lunch for me next week. We'll see what happens in our fantasy matchup, and we'll keep you posted. But joining us right now, in just a second here, we have Pooh. Pooh Jetter, what's up, Pooh? How you doing, man?
My peoples, my bros, what is going on in this lovely room?
When you FaceTime BD, did you have any idea you were about to be a guest on a podcast?
Bro, I no idea. You never know when you with BD. Like my son is having like a little photo shoot around the corner, and I'm waiting this, and I was like, let me hit over and see where Boom at. And he was like, we live. I said, okay, we live.
Always, of course. I love it. Hey, what kicks are you rocking right now? You always got something fresh on. I know you're. Let's see.
Dunks, if y'all can see.
Okay.
Just some cool dunks. Just some dunks.
Dope.
And Lace. Make sure y'all go to Lace. Yeah, please. Please get the shoes. Lace South Bay, right in Lindale. You know, we got some fresh kicks for you.
You do, yeah. I need the plug. I need, I'm there every morning at 7 a.m. on the sneakers app.
Right.
Position was not selected. I'm just striking out left and right. I need to know Pooh.
Yeah, Jay. Now you can get your exclusives from us. So you.
Oh, okay, that's right. Let's go. There's some big drops coming up soon too. I like that.
Right.
Hey, Pooh, do you know about NBA Top Shot? Have you heard about that?
NBA Top Shot.
Do you know what NFTs are? Have you heard about NFTs?
Okay, yes. BD has been, putting me up on a game about NFTs, and Evan Mobley just did one for his announcements to the NBA draft. So
that's right.
One-on-ones.
Exactly, and NBA has come out with their own this year. It kind of put the sports world, got them hip to the world of NFTs with NBA Top Shot, and they release a couple packs a week, a couple drops where you can get a pack. And actually, during this show, while we were live, they had another pack drop, and I'm a multitasker. I was able to enter the queue. Hundreds of thousands of people were in there, and I got a pack live.
Oh, fire.
Secured one. Thank you. So I thought we could open it right now because you never know what you're going to get. You could get something crazy valuable. Some of these moments have been selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's crazy. So maybe we'll make history right now together. Should we pop a pack? Let's see what we get.
Let's pop a pack.
All right. TPJ, I don't know if can take the screen over. I'm going to try to share the screen and open this. Let's see. I need my producer director behind the scenes to make sure that it's going.
TP about to be right there.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I see he's moving around. Stuff's happening all the time. Never know. Yeah, exactly. All right. So in a second, when he gets back to the controls, he's going to share the screen, and we'll pop open this Top Shot pack. This will be your first Top Shot pack opening, Pooh?
Man, first time, bro.
Okay.
I am down and excited to see this one.
All right, here we go. This is it. I just got this pack moments ago. We're going to open it right now. NBA Top Shot pack Series 2 release. It happened. Hundreds of thousands of people in the queue, and I was able to get one. Let's open this pack. Here we go. Boom. It is happening. So I get 3 moments in this pack. Pooh, where you want to go first? You want to go left, right, or middle?
Okay, let's go to the right.
All right, we're going all the way to the right. Here we go. We want low serial numbers and obviously good players, good moments. Let's see what we got first. Here we go. Our first moment. This is a dunk. Hamidou Diallo.
Okay, Hamidou.
Hamidou you like that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a Hamidou you like that.
That's right. I kind of like our play-by-play of this moment. A new member of the Detroit Pistons. All right, maybe not the most valuable moments, especially in a game where they lost by 125-81 by like 45 points there, but not bad. All right.
I hope Hamidou had a good game. But shout out to Hamidou. He usually comes out to LA every summer to work out. So
nice.
Real good talent right there.
Dope. Yeah, a young guy, and with these Top Shot moments, like he's early in his career, he could turn out to be a really good player, a long NBA career. You never know. This could increase in value. All right, we got 2 moments left to open. Where do you want to go next?
Okay, let's go to the left.
All right, all the way to the left.
To the left.
to the left. That's right, Pooh. Here we go. Open this moment, Top Shot moment. We got number 3475, Russell Westbrook.
Come on, keep it LA, baby.
Hey, that's a nice move.
With the Euro.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. On a note, he got a triple-double.
Westbrook on a triple-double.
17, 12, and 10. He had a triple-double that night. A nice little layup. And that's a good serial number, too, 3,475. Not bad. All right.
Dang.
Not bad. We got 1 moment left. Let's go to the middle and open this pack. Let's see what we get. Here we go. We got a high number from Andrew Wiggins. Hey, that was on my birthday. January 8th. Boom. Wiggins hits the
Andrew with the wiggle.
Ooh. And the Warriors win over the Clippers. We were just talking about the Clippers and their defensive issues, and there's case in point right there as Andrew Wiggins hits a 3 over Paul George. All right, not a bad pack.
That's not bad. Hey, so explain to me with the packs. Like this is this is pretty dope right here. So can you explain to me a little more that what I just saw? Because that was my first time seeing the pack.
Yeah, for sure. So you open a pack, you get there's different types of packs. This pack was a common pack, and it gets 3 moments. There's some packs that are more expensive. They have 7 moments or even more than that sometimes. And it's like an old pack of basketball cards. Instead of getting a card, because it's digital, you get a moment where you can see that actual play from numerous angles, the background of that moment. And the moments have a serial number attached to them. They can be limited 1 to 4,000. Some of those were 1 to 35,000. So there's 35,000 people potentially have that moment. So you want to get as low a serial number as possible. Those are the ones that are more valuable. If you get a really low number, number 1, anything in the first 1,000 especially, or the player's jersey number, that can be worth a lot of money.
Oh, really?
That was a decent pack. That's nothing crazy. I'm not going to retire off of that, but it was still fun. You never know what you're going to get, and that's what I like about it. What's so fun about opening these packs is you could just strike gold. It's like a lotto ticket. You could have a number 1 moment, or LaMelo Ball's first ever Top Shot moment, something like that. That could be worth a lot one day.
Right. So since that's your card, like, do you keep them in a file? Remember, like we used to have with our cards, have like a book, and like the book used to be full of cards. So do you keep your own type of, like, how does that work now that you just open up your pack? Is it saved to a file or?
Yeah, good question. So I have my own Top Shot account, Jay-Z Fish. People who are on Top Shot can check that out. And you can see all of my moments in a collection. You can make your own collections. You can see it, showcase it. And there's a marketplace as well. So I can post these moments up for sale as well. So I could say Hamidou Diallo, if someone wants to buy that moment for, I can name the price for $200. If someone wants to pay that, they can buy it right from me right then, or I could sell it for $20 and maybe someone jumps at it. You kind of see what the market value is based on what's selling, not unlike the shoe game, the sneaker game. If you've ever been on, StockX or GOAT or something like that, it's like those dunks that you're rocking, those are sick. You could post them on StockX for $10,000. They probably sell for that, but you could sell them for $400 and someone will bite. Same idea.
Right. How am I do it?
Hamidou Diallo. Yes, thank you. That's right. Hey, Pooh, thank you for opening that Top Shot pack with us and hopping on. I really appreciate it, man.
Bro. No problem.
BD had to run. He was, he's late to show up and first to leave, but that's what it's like with BD. But he knows everybody, and he brings on amazing guests like yourself. So I want to thank you for joining us, Pooh Jeter. Thank you for being here, man. Really appreciate it. And thank you to Trey Edwards, to Pavi, and, of course, Baron Davis. That's another week, another episode of Who Got Game. I'm your host, Jason Zone Fisher, and we will be back here again next week for another episode. And if you drive a blue Nissan, we're coming for you. You better put your car in a garage tonight, because BD and I are going to be patrolling those mean streets, lighting cars on fire. All right, man. Take care, everybody. Stay safe. We'll see you next week.
On the streets when it's safe. On the streets when it's safe. Gotta stick and maneuver to get past it. Had to separate from the bullshit. Focus on the rap game. Now